Hey guys, and welcome back to another Apex Legends video. So today we're going to be doing a different kind of video, as suggested by the wonderful Kaz, who I'm sure is watching this video. Hey, how you doing? Today we're going to be going over a little overview of the gameplay I had. So this is a game I recorded with my friend Kyle, if you're watching this too. Hello. I wanted to post this full because the commentary was just absolutely hilarious. Like, we had so much fun. However, you guys know the PC problems I've been having, so unfortunately the audio's messed up. As you can tell, I put some Glitch City in the background. Link's in the description, make sure you go check her out. She has amazing music. But for this one, we're going to be going over play by play. Slowly, you know, there'll be bits where I don't talk, but I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm going to be going over the analysis of my thought process, so here we go. So right here, you know, it's pretty simple. I see the Bloodhound scan that way, clearly doesn't know where I am. We rotated here because we saw the teams fighting over here, so we thought, well, we could probably get a couple kills here. And to be honest as well, this here, my favourite thing to do on a lifeline res recently is just to throw an arc star at them, because it kills them after they res. It's just hilarious. I don't know why. So here, I heard the flyer at containment, and if you hear the flyer going a bit crazy at containment, you know there's people there. However, I realised there was a team right where I was landing. So obviously I got shot at, my teammate was still looting back there, so I sort of, you know, disengaged myself. You will notice as well, this was during the armor regen mode, so I don't pop a bat all the time. Here I obviously did because I knew they'd be pushing me. So I see the Octane running up to the right. He somehow doesn't know where I am, and I got insanely lucky with that. So he wasn't hitting too many shots at me. I managed to kill him, but his teammate in the water managed to get me. Kyle then comes over to me. He's playing Rampart, luckily, so he gets a wall up. And then he tries to stick the res. And you obviously won't be able to hear it in the gameplay, but you can hear the person, the teammate of the Octane on the right, pushing around to the van. So Kyle first, the teammate, I believe it was a lifeline, so he didn't want them to get the res. And then Kyle finishes them off. So yeah, that's about how that went down. Now here as well, I see a team over there, and if you guys don't know this, zip lines are pretty obvious when somebody's going on them. You can see them move from any point on the zip line. You know, they're normally static, so we knew they were going to be rotating over. We know the zip line goes up to the high ground. So the Wraith phased on the zipline to avoid fire, so we lasered the first person. Sorry, the last person. And if you guys don't know, there are a lot of surfaces in Apex that you can climb. If you play Breath of the Wild, it's kind of like that, where you can stand on places that you probably shouldn't be able to. So I climbed up there, almost got the Wraith down, unfortunately didn't manage to. Missed the second shot in the Bangalore, so I just dropped down to heal, disengage. And obviously aiming down is pretty hard, so I was confident in the fact that they wouldn't be able to shoot me here. So I hid behind the rock, so I didn't have, you know, the head angle on me. And sky nades, if you guys don't use grenades in Apex, you 100% should, because you can see that I'm ticking on flesh. And I believe that was probably the Wraith that I broke. I don't actually know. But if you throw any grenade straight up, it's gonna land like slightly in front of you. So there, you know, the Wraith peaks, no, sorry, the Bangalore peaks, so I get her down. And the Wraith is up there, I get a bit of damage on her. Waiting for her to peak again, to make sure that I'm safe to go up. So obviously I climb up these rocks. Let's go again. I climb up these rocks and then I finish off the Wraith just barely. Now obviously, you know, we finished off the fight, we're getting some loot. We didn't have a huge chance to loot throughout this game. And if you guys haven't used heat shields yet, make sure you do, because they're so useful, even if you use it for just a little bit, because especially in this mode, I don't know if it was a bug or a feature, but if you took zone damage, you wouldn't be healing a shield, which is a bit odd. So right here, you guys know if you stop by streams or anything, links in the description, make sure you come hang out, say hello. Right here, we went to the care pack, and obviously, you know, I want to get Krabers. Krabers are fun. However, here I get a gold bag, which, you know what, as a lifeline, I don't mind too much. And the reason that I usually go for care packs is because either you're going to get something good, or there's going to be people there. And here, there's two teams fighting. However, I see them on the roof, and I still don't know why, but they look at me, so I move over to the balloon to get some cover. I don't want to take too many shots, because I noticed that they were getting shot at by the other team, so I don't particularly want to give my position away. However, they saw my teammates, so I was like, right, well, we're just going to rotate around. So, you know, we take a few pop shots, we rotate around, try to get a better angle on them. And to be honest, around here is where shit starts to hit the fan. So we rotated around. I believe that team up top didn't push. They were very docile, so I don't really know what they were doing. So we just rotated into capacity. We knew there were like 3 teams down here. And I did kind of put myself in a bad position here. I wanted to get to this rock for cover, however they saw me on the way down. So there was a team where I'm aiming at there, a team to the right, and then a team above, if I'm remembering correctly. So obviously right here, we're going for the high ground. I didn't see them up here at start, but I crouched down just in case they were. You can see how they don't have an angle on my head there, so I crouched beneath the cover so, you know, they can't get a shot on me. I have a look up top to see where those people are, and then there's another team rotating up there. So we've got tabs on one team here, and I'm trying to get the single fire. I don't have anvils at this moment in time, but, you know, a bit of extra damage, and my teammate gets shots up from the left. So I absolutely laser that guy. His armor is... Armor who? Armor gone. Armor dead. So we get inside, we heal up, I drop a health drone for my teammate. I know he's hitting a med kit, but any little bit of health can help. So I was trying to keep tabs on this team over here. They were the biggest threat right now. They were the ones that would be holding us in the zone. So I see the Bloodhound, and what a lot of people don't realize is that you may get scanned, but the scan is in the world. So you can see where it's coming from. You can see the direction that the Bloodhound would be. You know, right there, they scan. I know that they're sort of on this left side of the building. I checked to see if there's anybody holding the door. Somebody at the other door does see me, throws a thermite at me, but I managed to dodge it. And we do the same thing that we did before here. We get the high ground, make sure before we go up that we don't get shot, and then the Octane gets shot up by the other team, so we managed to finish him off. This Horizon here gets downed. My teammate gets downed by the Bloodhound, who was a crackhead of a player, by the way. I hear the Horizon self-resing, and I'm like, I don't know if she's got a gold bag or what, so I'm going to first her, just in case. Just barely managed to kill the Bloodhound, thanks to my teammate doing the damage. So right here, in Lifeline's cover, obviously we won't have this in Legacy, but Lifeline's cover, I was able to hit a bat. Now the problem was the very last team that was up top. So there was no way we would have been able to push in there. They throw a Gibby ult on us, which I believe may have hit my teammate. Unless he got shot at. It was 1 of the 2. He took some damage, but we managed to get out of this. And there was no need to push up to that rotation, because otherwise they would just be holding us, they'd be holding the zipline. We would just get fried. There's no shot, especially with the characters we're playing. A little wall jump for the boys. And also, you know, care pack again. We rotate, get some good loot. I managed to pick up this Prowler instead of my Mastiff. And thanks to this change, I get to put a 1-cog on my Prowler instead of a Diggy. It feels good, man. So this house right here is the center of the zone. We rotated to this, we saw where the zone was, and we saw that this would be the main building in the zone. Chances are, you know, it's a relatively big building, at least the area is, so there would be some high ground around here. So we were pretty confident in the fact that we'd be able to sit here. And now, obviously, having the Rampart on your team, we set some walls up around the edge. Rampart can have 5 walls up at once, so we thought we'll hang off the corners. And then we saw this team, the team that was shooting at us from before, we know where they are now. And I believe it's around here. The Gibby has a Kraber. There it is. I think that's the shot there. No? Nah, that's the shot. So there, I'm like, okay, that's a Kraber. That's when you change your whole playstyle. You can't be peeking as much. It's the only gun in the game that can one-shot you from range. It's the only gun in the game that can one-shot you full stop, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, we throw some grenades, see if we can get some extra damage. They throw a heat shield. I do the same, because it's funny. Why not? It confuses them. And obviously, even though Rampart doesn't have the amped walls up right now, you can still use the cover. Like right there. However, I believe I was okay on Lifeline, but some characters, if you crouch behind the cover, because like Pathfinder and stuff, you know, he's really tall, so you wouldn't be able to cover from a Kraber shot. But right there is a perfect example of how it did actually cover me. Throw down a heat shield, you know, for the memes. So they throw a Gibby out here. This is why we're lucky we had the building. If we were in the opposite position, we would have gotten hit by this a lot. And if you know, over time, you know how long the Gibby ult lasts, so we were good there. And I know that once they've thrown the Gibby ult, they know that we'll be changing our position. So I knew that they would be pushing up from that crevice up there. So right here, I'm keeping an eye on the Gibby. And I say to my teammate, right, we're going to push this guy because the other guy is still at the back. I think this is the Loba, and the Gibby's at the back. That's the Loba. And then I get hit, so I drop a health drone, hit a bat, because yes, it's the armor regen mode, but if they crack me, they're going to be aggro. And then we managed to take out the Loba, so then it's a 1v1. And, you know, you're pretty confident that you've won the fight. Sorry, 2v1, not 1v1. And then that Thermite does hit me. That was a good Thermite. And this Gibby was a decent player. But I managed to get his armor off. He throws down a bubble. And then he still stays inside the bubble. So then we first him. And that's about the play-by-play for this game. The rest of this game, you won't be able to hear my voice, you'll be able to hear Kyle, but I'm going to leave the game audio on because we had a little boxing match with Daloba. I love good sports at the end of the game. But if you guys like this video, make sure to let me know down below. Leave a like on the video or dislike it if you didn't like it. And I'll see you guys in the visual. Peace out.
Final round. Cheer up. It'll all be over soon.
Phoenix City.
Has she dropped the shields?
Taking damage. Rings nearby. 1 minute till close.
Oh, I'm lagging.
Getting some damage. 45 seconds. Ring ain't far at all. Move it or lose it. They got me. Nice shot though. Rings close.
How come you roll out the red carpet?
Right, see you next.
Craft me up though. Isn't my birthday already? Only 10 seconds left. I've got some hits on me.
I swear down to you, Louis. Woo!
Look at you. All Apex champions.
Insane.